Morning guys, welcome to another live down the beach fam. Here we are. I am at Bocarina Beach. Put the camera out. I'm out. It's a little bit cold, so I might put my hood back on. It's not overly windy, but there's a nice little breeze coming up the beach right behind me, so it's a little bit cold. So let's have a look. I'll just brighten up the scene a little bit. Have a look at what I'm just shooting, just playing around with a bunch of different things. Haven't really checked any of the images yet, but what am I doing? Brighten it up. So let's have a look at the. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Now, take us to here. So what I've done is the grass just in front here, the sand dune, I'm using that to block a lot of the foreground here, so then it runs straight into this little triangle thing here to lead me into the scene. So I'm using the camera in a way to actually do some magic and hide things. Like, if you can put a camera in a way where you can hide something, do it. If it can take it out of the scene, like, I don't want that big long bit of ground there. It doesn't need to be in the photo. So I've used the sand dune down, put my camera down low enough that you can actually hide a good chunk of it. So basically the way it sits is there's a sand dune and then that little bit of water where obviously the older tide, as it's gone out, has left a bit of moisture still there, so it's given like a good little like focal point to go into the scene. So there's a bit of clouds down the coast there. It could have been interesting, and they're moving up this way, they're getting closer and closer. But I seen that, and that was the first thing that I came down the beach access just over there, came down. That was the first thing that I seen that intrigued me. Hang on, I'm just going to put this down for a second because I'm going to take this ND out, because I was playing around. I'll tell you in a second. I'll take this ND out. So I'm just playing around the ND and the polarizer. I got the 6-stop there, so I just put it away because I don't need it now. Now the sun's coming up. Hopefully the sun plays a little bit of ball and get some nice colours shining across the top of some, I don't know. There's a lot of there's a big band of cloud on that horizon, so I don't see it actually being like a good sunrise itself. So where are we at? See, I don't want that anymore, so I'll go in, move that out. I was doing bracketing shots, just playing around with it. So if people don't know what the bracketing shot is, if they're new to the channel, what bracketing shots is essentially is the camera will take, with this one I consider it at 3, 5, 7, I think just those 3, and it'll take different shots at different exposure levels, and then it blends them all together for a HDR, high dynamic range photo. So basically, essentially what it's doing is I do a shot, and it will there. That's right, my ISO's up really high. Just playing around with the settings so I can still keep taking photos and chat with you guys. But I'm loving, just before I keep going on about the thing, I'm loving how it's dark in the foreground. And so I'm walking through the scene with some dogs, so I don't know if they're going to end up turning blurry, but let's wait until they get into the center and I'll just take a photo, because I don't know if they're going to be blurry. Dogs running around, everyone's down for their morning walk. I missed them, they walk past too quick. Couple of dogs in the scene. Maybe if I drop that down, raise that up. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey buddy! Had a dog come up and say good morning. Morning! There he goes. Bye bye. Rouge back. I do like dogs. Dogs are probably one of my favourite over cats. I'll just wait until they walk out of my scene and then I might take another shot. So the dynamic range with the high dynamic range photos. So essentially, they're still in the shot. Oh, I'm going to take it. It's blurry, I'll be out of it in a sec and I'll take another one. Right. Got some dash hounds and sausage dogs running around in the background. So cute. Alright, take another shot. Okay, so the dynamic range. So essentially, when you take three photos, it takes 3 photos, 3 exposures. So I always set it at normally the right exposure for the shot, and then it'll take 2 stops overexposed, 2 stops underexposed. So basically what that does is the underexposed is if your highlights are really strong, it'll bring the highlights down, and if your shadows are too dark, the overexposed will raise it up. So it kind of blends it together to give you the best of shadows and highlights. So if your normal exposure was too dark in the foreground, too bright in the background, basically your underexposure would fix your sky and your overexposure would fix your foreground. So that's basically what it's doing. It's giving you the best dynamic range for that sort of scene. So it works out really well, and I've done it so many times and got some really nice photos out of it. Copy. But yeah, so I'm just down here before work. I'm actually only working about 100 meters off the beach this morning, so I thought while I'm here, I don't want to keep taking this stop too far. So I'm starting to get to a stage where my shutter speed is getting really fast. I'm like at 1/5 of a second. I'll stay out until the sun pops to see how it's gonna look, but there's no guarantee that there's gonna be any color. So one of the reasons for this live was for the golden code word number 2. So the golden code word, the second golden code word is Jonas. So second gold code word is Jonas. To spell it, it's Jonas. Jonas is the second golden code word. I'll say it again. The second golden code word is Jonas. Okay. Now with that, you've only got the 24-hour period to get it back to me. And what time is it? It is, so you'll have until 6 a.m. Philippines time to get it back to me. I'm actually giving you extra time, but you've only got until 6 a.m. to get it back to me to the draw for 3,000 pesos for the second golden code word. So if you watch this today, don't forget the second gold code word is in this video. Good morning, Rochelle. How are you, Paul? I am down the beach for a good morning sunrise shoot. And that is my subject, Rochelle. So, since you just joined the thing, I'm gonna go through the previews on my camera of what I've just taken this morning, and I'll show you. It's a wonderful view. Got my hoodie on because the wind's coming up behind me, and it's making it a little bit cold. Like my hands are going cold because I haven't got them in my hoodie. But so I've been playing with bracketing shots, Rochelle, in this thing, and I did explain the shot just before what I was doing, but I'll re-explain it for you since you've just jumped on, so you can get an idea and help your niece with photos. So this is the see if I can find a better one. So this is the oh no, that one's overexposed. Okay, this is the shot. So this is the shot that I've played with, okay? Just an ordinary thing. Now, I'll walk you through the scene of Gwendolyn, good morning. I'll walk you through the scene of how I've set it up. So I'll switch the camera back around. So as you can see, I'm standing up normally. So you've just seen how the shot was. Basically, there's too much distance here. I've got the camera down low enough where I'm using the sand dune here to close the distance there. So in the shot, all you see is that's the next thing in the scene, and then into the thing. I'm using that bit of water there as an arrow to lead me into the scene. So I'll just show you again. So you can see how I've used the I'll go to one of the overexposed ones. So you can see how I've used the sand dune there to cut the distance. So it kind of compresses the shot. So I don't actually think that there's going to be any good color today because of that band of clouds on the horizon, as you can see. So it may shoot some color over it, but they're going to stay grey. They're not going to go really colorful. That's okay. I'm just before work, just waiting for work. Thought get the camera out and get a coffee, be down beside the beach, and here we go. A couple little Dachshund sausage dogs running up the beach. They're always cute to watch. I've played with the bracketing shots. Yeah, there's other people down here. They're all down here walking the dogs, like way out the beach. There's probably about 10 people. Down that way there's probably about 20 people. So like it's what time is it? It's like 6:30. So yeah, people are getting up to go and walk their dogs generally before work. But so this morning I've played with the bracketing shots, and I've actually done a 30-second shot where I put the ND filter in to extend out the shutter to 30 seconds and done it into a long exposure. So tonight when I get home, I'm going to put up all these images on the computer and have a look at them and see which one I think is the nicest, whether it's the single shots that I took or whether it was the long exposure shots that I took or the bracketed shots I took, because I've taken a one shot, I've taken a normal bracketed 3 shots, and then I've taken long exposure 30 seconds 3 shot bracketed. So I've given myself options of what could be the best for the scene, and that's what I recommend for anyone to do, is don't just take one photo, take different angles. Like I think this is probably my best angle for this morning, and there's not a lot going on on the beach here. Like if there was different rocks and stuff like that, different flows of water, I'd probably move from one to the other. But I've got one scene, so instead of getting different angles of that one scene, what I'm doing is getting different shutter speeds to give different feels to that one photo or that one scene. So that's all I'm doing, is just taking different shutter speeds, changing the aperture as well, the f-stop, because of the fact that that'll lower my the darkness, or the raise the darkness, depends on what I'm trying to achieve. If I want the shutter to be longer, I raise my f-stop to like at the moment it's at f11, but if I go to f22 it'll make it darker, so then I can push out my shutter. But if I want it brighter, I drop my f-stop down to 4 or whatever, and then I can shorten my shutter. So it just depends. There's a lot to learn. It took me a little bit, but Rochelle too, the phone might be coming today, darling. So I did see in Lazada last night that it is in your town's logistics hub center for distribution. It may come out today, so I'm hoping, and I can't wait to see photos of her face. So I'm looking forward to that. And also don't forget, she won't be pranking you if it shows up today, so hopefully it's there today or tomorrow. I'll get more notifications if it's going out for delivery today, and I'll give you a message saying, hey look, it's coming today. But if it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow, but it's coming. It's already been packed, left, sent to the Lex PH for delivery, so hopefully it's there soon. Ooh. See, this is what I was talking about, Rochelle. I can't really see it, but right in the center there, the sun's starting to come up to the lower clouds up top, so all there is staying grey, but it's going to start illuminating rays up there. So, but don't forget to rewatch this live after it goes up, because there is the second gold code word in this live. Just before you showed up or rocked up on the live, I actually said what the code word was, so rewatch it and you can find it. And I was letting everyone know too, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning is cut off for the second gold code word, so everyone has a chance to get into it today, find it, send it to me, and go on the draw. Yeah, like, I don't know if you can see it, but because these clouds are at a different distance, they're starting to get some pinks through the greys on these clouds. So that's what will happen is, because there's the blanket there, if I set up in the west, even though there's no sunrise there, I would probably get the pastel pinks, the purples in the clouds, because the sun's shooting over this way. It's not affecting the east clouds because there is just too much cloud there. But all the clouds in the west will be a different color. Same with sunset. In the west, if the sun's going up there, you'll have your pastel colors in the east. And I love them. The pinks, the purples as a pastel color are really nice. So I'm just gonna take another shot. So the hilarious part is, and I'll show you, you can see my screen now. You can see the sun's just coming up there, and the sun's coming up just out of screen. Am I going to realign it to get the sun in it? No, because the subject that I've got for that shot is over that way, so I'm not going to wreck my composition just to get the sun in, because it's out of balance. I've put my composition for that arrow in the center of my frame. If I put it over there, it'll be off to the left, and it probably won't look right. But yeah, there's sunrise. There's a couple other people coming down with their camera this morning for sunrise. Probably thinking, oh, he's set up and I'm going to be in his way. I've got my shots, so there they are there. Just going down to get some shots. She actually just fell down there because there's a big bank of sand and it just gave way. She's alright, but yeah, it's unexpected at times and she feels a little bit embarrassed. So it looks like that they're actually down here for a photo shoot by the looks of it, which is kind of cool. Oh, here we go. So there you go. It's slightly starting to change with pinks and stuff like that. If you go over there, you can see how it's affecting the clouds there. You can see down on the coast there, it's starting to change them ones as well. So that's the interesting part. Like, you may not get what you want in front of you, but sometimes it may be behind you, down the side. But today, my scene was away from all the colour, and that's fine. Now there's getting more and more people down here, and they're actually in my scene. The people that are doing that photo shoot. Am I bothered? No, because I think I've got some nice shots. I know there'll be a few people there will be a bit pissed off that they've just jumped in their scene, but at the end of the day, this is a public beach, public space. You just got to work with people around you at times, and they're having fun, they're taking photos, and they're directly in where I was shooting. As you can see, they're right there in my scene doing a shot. But I think I'm good this morning. I've got some nice shots. Like, if there was epic color behind them, I might be a little bit disappointed, but hey, it is what it is, and you just gotta run with the scene. So, oh geez, dog fight down at the beach, and this is why dogs shouldn't be left off a leash. But hey, it is what it is, and people have just got to learn to deal with it. Yeah, I bet you I know I'm going to be pissed off, but hey, it is what it is. I'll probably think about packing up soon the camera, the gear, and I might enjoy this a little bit more before I go to work. Or walk back to work. Not exactly far, but there's a bloke down there fishing. People down here having fun. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. just getting out before work. Nice sunrise. People over here doing photo shoot, enjoying it. I done a live. I was tempted to do a nature video down here. I was thinking of doing like a week's long nature video, nature sounds of the beach at sunrise, but I don't know where I'm going to be for the rest of the week, and I need to be near the ocean, so depends on when I finish in the afternoon. I'm going to try and get more because people are seeming to like it, the nature videos. Get plenty of views on them, plenty of watch time, so people are liking them. I'm going to do more. I'm enjoying them. Plus I also want to do some more long exposure, some more time-lapse videos. I'm enjoying them. I'm thinking about getting a black and white one done. That should be interesting. Some ideas of other ones are coming to me, so just got to see what I get to. Nice sun coming up in the background. Now, this morning I was thinking about it would have been great if I had someone standing in front, because the silhouette sunrise, but I didn't have it. I need Julie to get over here so I can have my model in the front of the scene. But yeah, I actually showed one of my friends that I play online games with. He's in South Africa. Last night I got him on WhatsApp and I showed him some of my photos and I showed him the time lapse, and he's like, "Oh geez, you're doing so well." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still learning." So yeah, she would clothes are optional, but I always tell her that. She goes, "Not watch the videos." I'm like, I would. But yeah. Oh geez, that sun's really bright now. But anyway, I'm gonna pack up the camera, start heading to work and get this roof sprayed before the weather comes in, because it's supposed to start showering. Nah, I just get lucky, point and shoot. But I'll let you know today when I get a message saying that the phone's coming, and I look forward to talking with Diana, seeing how she is with the camera and stuff like that. We may have to do some video calls, and you could translate if she doesn't understand me, so we'll have some video calls backwards and forwards, and helping pointing out things, and I can try it. If she wants to learn more, I'll try and direct her as much as I can over the video chats and stuff like that, and I'm willing to help out as much as I can, so hopefully she takes it up and she enjoys it. I know I do. It took me ages to do it, so awesome. Alright, Poe, everyone that's going to watch this later on, have a lovely day. Don't forget to find that golden code word in this live, and I'll see you on the next live. Cheers, have a good one.